In the burning sands of Mecca, over 14 centuries ago, a man named Bilal ibn Rabah lived as a slave. His story would change history forever. Bilal was born to an Ethiopian mother, enslaved and voiceless. His master, Umayyah ibn Khalaf, was a wealthy and cruel man of Mecca. When Bilal heard the words of the Prophet Muhammad, something inside him awakened. He believed secretly in one God, in freedom of the soul. Word reached Umayyah that his slave had accepted this new faith. Rage consumed him. He decided Bilal must be punished publicly, brutally. Bilal was dragged into the scorching midday sun, forced onto the burning sand, his back pressed against the searing ground. A massive boulder was placed upon his chest. The weight was meant to crush his will and force him to renounce his faith. Umayyah stood over him, demanding he curse his new faith and worship the old idols instead. Bilal only whispered two words: Ahad, Ahad, one, God is one. Through the pain, through the heat, this was all Bilal would say. Day after day, the torment continued, yet Bilal's spirit never broke. His faith burned brighter than the desert sun above him. News of Bilal's suffering spread through Mecca. It reached the ears of a compassionate merchant named Abu Bakr, a close companion of the Prophet. Abu Bakr's heart was moved with sorrow and anger. He could not stand by while an innocent man suffered for his belief. Abu Bakr went straight to Umayyah and offered to buy Bilal's freedom no matter the price he had to pay. Umayyah saw a chance for profit in his cruelty. He named a high price, thinking Abu Bakr would surely refuse. Without hesitation, Abu Bakr paid the price. Bilal, the tortured slave, was finally truly free. Bilal rose from the burning sand a free man, not just in body, but in spirit, faith, and dignity. Years passed. The young Muslim community grew, moving from persecution in Mecca toward a new home in Medina. In Medina, the Prophet needed a way to call the faithful to prayer, a beautiful human voice calling out 5 times a day. Among all the companions, one voice was chosen, deep, clear, and unforgettable. It belonged to Bilal. The former slave, once tortured for his faith, was now honored to become the very first Muezzin in Islam. Bilal climbed to the highest rooftop in Medina. He took a breath and let his voice rise into the morning sky. Allahu Akbar, God is greater. The very first call to prayer in history echoed across the city. People stepped out of their homes, drawn by the sound. A voice once silenced by chains now called an entire nation to faith. Bilal would call the adhan for the rest of his life, his voice becoming one of the most sacred sounds in Islam. From burning sand to the rooftops of history, Bilal's journey teaches us that faith cannot be crushed, only strengthened. This has been the true story of Bilal ibn Rabah, a slave who became free and a whisper that became the call of a faith.